Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore, and we're glad to be bringing you action and welcoming you to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, for tonight's main event. Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do, as round one is underway.
Side to side, move your head.
Should be a fun one tonight with marvelous Marvin Hagler going up against the guy who can bring the thunder.
Yeah, but Hagler always knows he can bring the thunder, but he also has the lightning, he also has the rain, and guess what? He also has a little bit of an umbrella. That umbrella is defense. He knows how to make sure that he can make you miss and defuse the bomb. Look for him to defuse the bomb tonight.
Hey, let's go.
Now hugging on the inside. Not precise at all by Marvin Hagler. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot.
In and out, in and out. That's what we worked on at the gym. Good job, boy.
See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs.
Keep your distance.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Halfway through round number one.
Watch the hook.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Teddy, I've heard you say it many times before, but the better fighters have a wide array of punches.
Yeah, well, you have to, because obviously your opponent is going to adjust to what you're doing. You want to keep them off balance. Stay effective.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Golden. Nice block by Golden. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Last 10 seconds of this first round. Precision work with the left hand by Marvin Hagler. This round comes to an end. A round in which this fighter threw a lot of punches, didn't land a lot of punches. I'll tell you, what advice can you give to him if you're the trainer?
Well, first of all, deal with the psychological part. Joe, don't forget, 75% of this game is psychological. Don't let him get discouraged, because even though he's not going to say nothing, in his head, he's starting to get discouraged. Just say to him, hey, listen, you're going to catch him. Let's shorten him up a little bit. And you know what? He's moving his head, so go to the body, because now you're going to hit him a little in the body, because the body's not moving.
Here we go. Round two is underway. Unable to connect by Marvin Hagler.
Protect yourself.
Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by marvelous Marvin Hagler. Halfway through this round, now he ties up there.
Doing great.
Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Unable to land clean by Marvin Hagler. Good flush shot upstairs. We're seeing a lot of work to the body here early on by him. Teddy, is that a certain mentality, these guys that commit to being a body puncher?
Yeah, because they understand that the body punching, you know, that's not something that's glorious. That's not something that, you know, like a great left hook on the chin, bang, it gets results right away. They understand that that's something that pays off later and something you got to start early and stay with.
Last 10 seconds. Hagler's coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Hagler's got to feel good about himself after that last round. He really damaged his opponent.
Keep it up and keep doing exactly what you're doing, baby.
And round number 3 is underway. A headshot blocked. Targeting that straight left hand. No, his opponent got away from that uppercut. Good defensive skill. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by marvelous Marvin Hagler.
Pace yourself.
Parries that punch away. Well, he's trying to keep up a heck of a work rate here. Golden's punching himself out at this point.
Yeah, and that's not the worst part of it. The worst part of it is going to be if his opponent notices.
Reaching the halfway mark of this round. The left hand coming into play by Golden. If you could improve anything with Marvin Hagler, what would it be?
There's not a lot there to improve. He's such a well-rounded package. I mean, he can fight with you inside, he can fight outside too. He has a great chin. He doesn't have great power, but he has really good power.
Good work from the jab of Hagler. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. That is a strong uppercut there.
Uppercut!
Not able to land the headshot. 10 seconds to go in this round. And the bell rings, signifying the end of the round.
What are you waiting for? You want this fight? Then let's get moving now. There you go.
This is turning into a wasted effort here as we reflect on the first 3 rounds and get a chance to look at Teddy's scorecard. Yes, he's throwing punches, but nothing's landing clean. He's down on your scorecard 3-zip.
He's wide open every time he throws, and he's getting caught counters, especially that right hand, right up the middle.
Keep moving.
Nice block by Marvin Hagler. Golden's defense. Is it ever good? Look at how easy he's able to block those punches.
Punch! Punch! Keep that head moving.
Oh, a big shot comes home for him. He goes down from the uppercut. Down he goes, now up he gets.
And if he wants to stay up, he's going to have to grab on, kill a little time.
Good job, buddy.
A stinging uppercut by Golden.
You're not focusing.
90 seconds to go in round number 4. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land the counterpunch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range, know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
Focus.
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect.
Stay away from those. Come on.
Golden stumbled back. He just got hurt. Boy, I know he's not in great shape, but all of a sudden he's doing a very good job of defending himself.
You know, it's a funny thing. He's fighting on instincts, and sometimes that's a good thing. You don't want to get hurt to get there, but you want to get there. Right now, he's doing things without thinking, naturally.
Pace yourself. Don't let him get to you, kids.
Oh, what a whiff by Marvin Hagler. Final 10 seconds. End of this round. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Now they got some work to do here. Their man was just dropped.
Yeah, the first thing is you put some cold water. You can't use that. You clear his head, and you tell him why he was dropped.
All right, relax, relax. Relax. You just gotta relax. You gotta move out there. All right, move. Move, move. Okay, keep moving. Breathe now, breathe. You good? We can recoup from that.
Start of a new round, and it seems like a whole new man. Hard to believe that this is the fighter that was just knocked down in the last round.
Well, he's got some of those great recovery skills, kind of like Arturo Gatti used to always have. You know, he was a guy that he could be battered, he could look like he was barely hanging on, and then all of a sudden the next round, he looked good to go.
Gets rid of that body shot. Marvin Hagler's keeping his guard up very, very well. Teddy, does it help to have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right, but now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go.
Keep moving, keep moving. Punch! Punch!
Trying to go downstairs, but off target.
Left and right, left and right.
Good job protecting himself.
Watch that.
That was a fine block by Golden. Golden's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well. This round is in the books, and it looks like the gas tank on this fighter may be heading towards empty here. What is this, a case of guys just not putting in the road work and the conditioning prior to a fight?
No, you got to figure he came in. His weight was good. Scales don't lie. We looked at the weight. He came in pretty good condition. I think what it is now he's starting to get broken down a little bit, physically and mentally. The other guy is starting to impose himself on him.
Don't let him breathe. He's hurt. Get him in the...
The start of the 6th round. Nice block by Marvin Hagler.
Work the body. Work the body, kid. That's right. Body shot.
Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go, oh no, actually I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him.
Focus. Hook! Hook! Keep working, keep working. That's it.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Reaching the halfway point of round number 6. Hagler's doing a brilliant job with his head movement. He's employing top-notch defense right here, and it's frustrating his opponent.
It is frustrating his opponent. His opponent needs to make an adjustment of thinking right now and understand what's there, not what's not there. We know that the head's not there, but what's there? The body. He needs to start going downstairs. That will freeze up some of that head movement.
Off the target by Marvin Hagler.
Keep working the body. Pace yourself.
working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the 6th. Well, as that round comes to an end, it gives us a moment to kind of reflect on this overall fight. And Teddy, my thoughts are pretty clear-cut. This is the kind of fight that just takes on a personality of its own. This is an all-out war.
Yeah, this is kind of like watching a guy who's not on a budget. You know, he's spending with both hands. You know, when he goes home, he's going to have no money in his pockets. And when this fight is over, these guys are going to have nothing left in the gas tank, and it's probably not going to a decision.
Here we are at the start of another round. A round that could simply add on to a new direction and a new course that this fight has taken. I really liked what he was able to do in that last round. Now, he's behind on the scorecards, but you get the sense that the momentum is starting to roll his way.
Well, you get the sense that it's starting to become his kind of fight now.
Love what I see, baby.
Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head.
That's it. Uppercut. Shake it off. Shake it off. It's all right. It's all right.
He took a go of it to the body, but came up empty. Hagler is clearly committed to this strategy of footwork, of movement, of staying away and staying out of trouble.
Yeah, he's got plenty of air in those tires, and he's making sure that he's using them. He's spinning them around that ring. He just has to make sure that he doesn't get predictable where he's going straight back. He goes straight back, you can always time him.
Halfway through the 7th round.
Punch.
Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by marvelous Marvin Hagler.
Left and right. Left and right.
Not hitting his mark there going upstairs.
You're not focused. Gotta see those coming. Back to the center of the ring. Come on, work your way back to the center. Use the whole ring. Work the body. Watch the hook.
Coming towards the end of the 7th round, 10 seconds to go. And this round comes to an end.
This fight. You need you to take some chances now. You have to take a chance with this guy, right?
Well, we heard the stories coming into this fight that he worked extra hard in the gym. Now you're seeing the payoff, Teddy. Your scorecard through 7 rounds has him up big.
Oh, we heard about him working those 5-minute rounds instead of the traditional 3-minute rounds, and it's showing. It's paying for him, as you just said.
Keep your hands up.
Nice strike after catching one by Golden. Able to show you his blocking ability. Golden Golden's giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. Hagler's showing us that defense is also very much part of his game.
Yeah, it is. Not only to avoid punches, but actually to even set up offense. You know, he'll make you miss, and then there's something coming back. He creates opportunities to hit you.
Hook! Hook! That's it. That's it.
90 seconds to go, halfway through round 8.
It's okay. Let's go. Relax. Relax. Head movement. Head movement. Combo.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot.
Unload! Unload! More punches!
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by marvelous Marvin Hagler.
Pace yourself!
Good job staying away from the danger there. Last 10 seconds of the 8th round. Hagler's power punching tonight has been on the mark throughout. You almost wonder if his opponent can take any more.
Yeah, well, you wonder if his opponent gets insulted if you miss him. I mean, move your head.
This guy's never felt a beat like this.
Don't fight going backwards, right? Back him up. Cut the ring off. Back him up and use your feints to cut the ring off. You can't win this going back. Back him up. Always use the feint first.
As another round gets underway, it gets us thinking, how much more of this will we see? Hard to envision this fight going the distance with how lopsided it's been. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Golden.
Uppercut! Work the body.
Gets rid of that
Doing
effort.
what you doing. Come on, stay away from those. Come on, man. Keep moving. Keep moving.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by marvelous Marvin Hagler. Nice block by Marvin Hagler.
Punch! Punch! You gotta protect yourself.
.90 seconds into the 9th round.
Left and right.
He just
left
missed
and
that
right.
shot up top.
Cover up. Cover up. Do it again. Attaboy.
You know, many times we talk about the fact that, hey, at least he's throwing punches, but that's all you can say in this case because he's not landing many of these.
No, they're being blocked or they're missing. They're definitely not landing clean, and you have to give credit to the other fighter being that good defensively.
Keep your head moving.
Final chance, last 10 seconds of round 9.
Oh, keep your feet moving.
All right, keep your hands up. You can only win by knocking them out now.
We got it.
Deep breaths. Deep breath now. Let it in.
All we need is water up there.
Take it in, let it out.
You don't need that. No, throw that away.
Let's let. It's all yours, baby. But you gotta keep working. Keep working, and this fight is yours.
There you go. That's the best.
Back to action now. We're underway in what has been a completely one-sided fight. You get the sense this one may not go the distance. Golden's been able to let loose. He's throwing punches. He's just not landing enough of them.
Well, he's throwing them from a little too far away. He's not getting into that punching chamber. He's starting to launch him just a little too soon, and his opponent is warned.
Focus. Come on, kid, focus.
He missed by a mile. That wasn't even close by Marvin Hagler.
Let's see some more head movement.
Hagler's swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent.
Uppercut. Hook. Hook.
Halfway through round 10.
My man. Keep fighting, baby. Pace yourself.
Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head.
Get him up.
Not an accurate hook at all.
Body, baby, body. Unload. Unload.
Nice block.
Punches.
Golden's absorbing a left hand.
Just get out there. Jump on him right now.
He
Pace
goes from
yourself.
damaged goods to defensive goods.
Yeah, because right now he's fighting on instinct. He's doing things without even thinking, just automatic things. Things that he was taught 5 years ago, 3 years ago, that maybe he thought about, but he didn't do. Now they're just coming out. He's just naturally surviving.
Go, go.
And that's the end of round 10.
It's yours, you hear me? This is your fight. Keep it up. Keep scoring points like that and keep throwing punches. He's almost done. You had him in that round. You in control. Relax, you're okay, Keep your hands up. You can keep them up, all right? I mean, you know, he caught you with your hands down.
Yeah, we'll get him,
Let's
we'll
keep
get
him up. Listen, he's gonna come forward this round, all right? Keep that jab moving. Keep him away from you, all right? Look at me.
Teddy's scorecard shows a commanding lead for him here as we open up this 11th round. What does he have to do to just maintain himself here, to just make sure that he comes in for a nice landing and get this win?
Well, you just said it, Joe. To coast in on a nice landing, you gotta put those wheels down now. You know, don't forget to put the wheels down. You can crash that way.
That's what we worked on at the gym. Good job, boy. Good job.
Golden's basically giving you the impression that he's a little tentative to throw punches based on what happened earlier when he got hurt.
Yeah, he's got to find a way now to not give up the offense that he had earlier. He wants to go into a defensive mode a little bit, but if he gives up that offense, he'll fall too far behind and get to that no man's land where he'll need a knockout to win, and he doesn't have that kind of power.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by marvelous Marvin Hagler. 90 seconds to go in this 11th round.
Punch!
He missed with that headshot.
Taking too many punches. Hands up!
You see him holding on.
Hey, you gotta get some of that too now. Come on, let's go.
A good block by Marvin Hagler.
Left and right, left and right.
Turn that hook over, but couldn't turn it into a connect. 10 clicks of the talk. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Golden. And this round comes to an end. Hagler's in position right now to really bring home a good victory. He's up on the punch stats. He's up on your scorecard. This is his fight.
Yeah, we just hope that the judges, and you never know that. That's one thing that sometimes can really disappoint you in this business. You hope the judges see it that way, because I can't see it any other way.
Good block there by Marvin Hagler.
Work your body, kid. Body shots. Focus.
Showing you some defense there with the block. That was not well targeted by Marvin Hagler.
Get out of the way from those punches. Move your head.
Golden's blocking ability is doing well for him there.
Hook. Hook. Pace yourself.
Good step back counter punch there.
Beautiful.
Nice block by Golden.
Hey, get out of there. You gotta see that coming, champ. Let's go. You gotta see that.
Halfway, and a power shot lands, and all of a sudden it turns the tables.
A little slow with that jab, and he got caught the right hand.
Hagler's doing well here with that two-punch combination.
Unload! Unload! More punches!
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark.
Pace yourself!
Blocks away that headshot. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by marvelous Marvin Hagler.
Uppercut!
Parries that punch intended for the head. Final 10 seconds in this, the 12th and final round. Hard to see a way in which this fight changes. I mean, he's been outworked. That round just proved it again. He's been outworked consistently all night long.
Well, look, you want to stay with the fundamentals. You don't want to get away from that. You want to use a jab. You want to bring your feet. You know, you want to get into certain ranges. But at this point, you have to find a way to land a big punch. You have to emphasize that to your fighter. It is desperation time. You have to go after him.
You still want this? Come on, take it to him. Take it to him now. He's doing everything in there, and you got to land some of that power. Don't fight him.
Hagler's fine. I'm looking at him starting this round right now, coming off a round where he was rocked, and I'm telling you, he looks perfectly good. And just grabbing onto his opponent. Targeted counter punch by Golden.
Unload!
Clinching his opponent. Nobody likes to see that. Well off the mark by Marvin Hagler. Right. Nice strike after catching one by marvelous Marvin Hagler.
Use the whole ring. Unload! Cover your head, kid! Keep moving!
Hagler's doing exactly what he told us he would do. Now, he was stunned earlier in this fight, but he's sticking to that game plan.
You know, I like that. You know, I want to see how a guy behaves under pressure. He hasn't panicked, you know. He still believes in his identity, believes in his talents, his abilities, and he's going to stay that way unless the guy convinces him later on.
Really wanted that uppercut, but just couldn't get it. Good block.
Punch! Punch! Left and right! Left and right! Now focus! In and out! In and out!
10 seconds remaining in this round. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. So that round comes to an end. Yet another round where he came up short, just didn't have it. Desperation time's got to be approaching.
Yeah, it's kind of like our crew members. You know, when we see them at the bar and it's happy hour and, you know, you double up on the drinks. Well, guess what, Joe? It's time to double up. You need 2 or 3 right now. You got to really go after it.
Keep fighting smart and keep busy. Don't take a break with this guy. Good job. Good, good. Nice work.
Another round underway, but how many more will we see? You get the sense this fight could be heading towards a stoppage. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot.
Go, go.
Good block by Golden.
Work the body, kid. Body shots.
Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head.
Hands up.
90 seconds to go here in this round.
Back to the body. Back to the body. Work the body. Work that body.
Focus.
Nice block by Golden.
Uppercut.
Do that
Uppercut.
again. That look good. Do that one more time.
Good defense, just covering up down low.
Hook. Hook. Pace yourself.
Just 10 seconds to go in this round.
All right, last round, okay? You have this one. No need to go get careless. Don't get caught out there.
Got any more of these?
That was good. That was real good. You took a lot out in that round. Now keep that up.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not gonna stand here and watch you take those shots. You understand me? Let's see some defense. More.
There you go. Back to back.
It is the final round. Here they go. And he ties up on the inside. That's a good block by Golden. He gets off with a combination up top.
Oh, you got this one, baby. You got this one all day.
Dismisses his opponent's headshot.
Relax, relax.
Some fine fundamentals. Good counterpunch.
Nice mousetrap there. He let him in beautifully. He didn't use cheese. He used distance.
Unload! Back to the body.
Hagler's doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches
Pace
away.
yourself. Looking good.
Time is of the essence now. We've reached the halfway point of this final round.
I shake it off.
All right, here we go. Last 60 seconds of the fight.
Keep your head moving. Keep your head moving.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Golden.
There you go. Keep moving. Keep moving.
Ten seconds to go in this, the final round. The unexpected final bell as we will now await to hear the judges' scores.
We thought the styles of these two guys, they would go after each other early, but sometimes too much respect for each other, and that's what it turned out.
Hagler's dominating performance gets the payoff with the decision. A unanimous decision. Teddy, your scorecard reflects that as well.
It was an easy one to score. I mean, he did it fundamentally well. It wasn't just with talent. He did it with the jab. He did it with control and range, going to the body. Great night.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us, everyone.